Hello guys, I'm freaking back with another video. About to be a consistent YouTuber, or I'm gonna be a consistent YouTuber. I don't want to swear in my videos. Anywho, I'm back. This is peace, love, and Letty. If you guys don't already know, I'm Leticia De La Rosa. This is my channel. It's about positivity, self-love, how to live your best life, tips on just how to make life easier, because it shouldn't be this crazy. Sometimes it will be, but I'm hoping what I got for you helps. So welcome. So if you guys don't already know, this video is about how to get through darkness. Now, if you haven't seen my first video, first see that first before you see this, because it will be very beneficial for you for knowing that information, then getting to know this. This will still be beneficial, but check that one out first so you can get all the info. Link will be in the bio. Yes, you got to know what darkness is, and that helps so much. Did you see that? Oh, okay. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I'm making this video because you already know what darkness is, and that stuff is very beneficial, but now is the tips on when you're actually going through darkness. Because yeah, you can know it and be like, yeah, I'm ready. But, and look, I'm already starting to sweat. When you're actually in it, it's a whole nother story. It's like, you know, easier said than done. I know this has definitely been helping me lately. The universe has definitely put me through some tough darkness these past couple weeks. It's crazy because of course I've been going through little darknesses, but I haven't been through a big one like this in like a few years. It's a process. So like, I'm glad I'm making this video for you guys because the universe has been putting me through it again just so I can remember this stuff and like give it to you guys. So yeah. So first things first, when you're going through darkness and like how to make it easier and whatever, if you have any feelings, if it's making you upset, mad, whatever, get those feelings out. Ooh, sorry, bugs. Get those feelings out. And this is especially for my guys because, you know, in society, we're getting better now, but they make guys feel weird for crying or feeling sadness. They make it okay for them to feel anger, but not any other freaking, you know, the other emotions that all humans feel, not just women. So don't run away from your emotions because they will always catch up to you. Always. You got to let it out. Go in your room, cry it out, punch a pillow. As long as you do it in a healthy way, guys. Don't do it in a crazy way where you're upset and mad. You're just like, okay, she told me to let it out. Let me go bash his freaking tires. No. Bashes windows, whatever. Do something crazy. No. Find a way to release that emotion and let it out. Don't keep holding it and be like, oh, like, it's healthy to feel your emotions. You got to let it out. Don't bottle up. You know, if you bottle up, it explodes. Number freaking 2, you are your best advisor, your best friend, your best freaking everything. We always run to our friends right away to vent to them and be like, oh my God, this is happening to me. I need advice. But I'm telling you, go to you first. This sounds so weird, but go to you first. Because when I was dealing with one of my biggest darknesses that I ever dealt with, I was kind of forced to go to myself because I couldn't really talk to anybody because it was a weird situation where not a lot of people go through and wouldn't understand. But I had to dig deep in myself, and I did not know that I had this in me, this beautiful little person that was helping me. Dude, like, darkness helps you find self-love too, and I'm gonna make a video about self-love. But I remember I was crying one day and I was just asking myself, like, what's wrong, Letty? It was like another part of me was coming out. I would answer it and then she'll come to me and be like, dude, it's okay, this is why this is happening. Like, it's helped me so much. Ask yourself first, sit down with yourself and be like, hey, what's going on? Why do you think you're feeling this way? I know it sounds so weird. Now, it's okay to go to your friends too, but first, try with yourself. You will find another part of you that you never knew was there. Like, your self-love will grow so much. So, third thing is, it's kind of connected with the second one that I just talked about, but don't vent so much. If you do go to another friend or even yourself or whatever, if you already vented to that one friend, don't go to your 10 other friends to go vent about the same thing. You're going to keep putting yourself through it again. Keep making yourself feel those emotions again. If you're trying to get away from it, if you're going to keep being like, girl, guess what happened today? No. If you need to get it out, because it is good to get it out, and sometimes it's good to vent to friends every now and then about that stuff, talk to that one person. Don't go to everybody unless you feel like these people are going to give you some good advice. Go, but if you're just doing it just because you're mad, it's going to keep bringing you back. It's going to hurt you more than help. So if you do vent, make sure it's just one time to that one friend unless you feel like somebody else has something good for you, but you're going to keep putting yourself back in it. So don't stop that. Just stop, please. Okay, number 4, So number 4 is about being positive. Be positive. Anytime you get a negative thought in your head, immediately replace it with a positive one. If let's say you're like, oh my god, let me think of an example. Gym is gonna suck today, I don't want to go, whatever, I guess I'll go. It's gonna be a nope. Right when you see that, automatically you see that's negative, change it, be like, you know what, nope, I take that back. It's gonna be great, I'm gonna do good, it's gonna feel good, and this is good for my body. This has helped me so much with not like talking about negative things or saying negative things, or even in my head. Now I'm not perfect, every now and then it happens, but I noticed it's way less than before, because now like I don't even try to like say a negative thing, because I know it's not going to help me, and if I do, I replace it right away with something good. At least I try. So do that, that will help a lot. Now number 5 this is why it's important that you've seen the last video, because this is what the thing I was talking about, intentional darkness. When you put yourself in intentional darkness, remember the big picture. That helps so much. When I was going through, because it was intentional darkness, when I was going through this big darkness, you know, I had to put myself through it. I just kept telling myself why I was letting myself, ow, freaking bugs. But I had to keep reminding myself whenever it got tough and I was like, I just want to give up, I don't want to do this no more. I was like, I had to keep reminding myself, this is why you're doing this, Letty. Sometimes I wanted to break down, and I would let myself break down. Sometimes you gotta let it happen, you know? But anytime I started feeling like I wanted to give up, I would always remind myself why I was doing this. Remember the big picture, why you're doing it, and it will help tremendously. Like, it will ease the pain and like remind you and be like, okay, I got this. And man, this is not even in there, but affirmations help a lot. Say, I am strong, I can do this. Every day, look in the mirror a couple times a day. Have an alarm that reminds you. Tell yourself, I am strong, I can do this, I am willing, I don't know, there's a lot of affirmations. I'll make, you know, you can look that up and I'll make a video about it. But yes, just remember the big picture. That helps a lot. Number 6, with darkness comes light. As you remember in my last video, I talked about that, and like knowing that darkness always brings light, that should help you right there. Oh my god, I think the sun's coming out more. That should help you right there. Just knowing that darkness brings light, reminding yourself that when you're going through something tough and you're like, oh, and you're like, you know what though? Just because I'm going through this, that means something really good is about to happen. And I'm telling you, ever since I learned that, I always see the good now. Before, we would never notice. It would probably still happen, but we either didn't notice, or like we made it took longer to come, because we either stayed in the darkness and kept focusing on the darkness instead of just like learning from it and seeing the good in it and just getting through it. Instead of just, people just want to keep complaining, keep talking about it, and keeping themselves there instead of like getting what they need to get from down there and getting out. Just knowing that right there should ease your pain and make it easier. I know it helps me with that. I hope it helps you. The darkness that I'm dealing with now, that I told you that the universe is bringing back to remind me, I'm already seeing the light that's coming from it. It was hard in the beginning. I was like, oh my god, this is hard. But I was like, let me go through my notes. But yeah, I see the light, and just remember that. Give yourself a reminder whenever it gets tough. You know what? Light is coming to me, so it's okay. I can get through this. I'm freaking strong. Number 7. Okay, number 7, very important. Surround yourself around good vibes, good people, people that love you. If you're really going through something tough, do not put yourself around people that you don't like, or you somewhat like, but you know they like either joke around too much with you, where it's too much, or they're like mean sometimes, but you're like, you know what, they're still my friend. No, surround yourself around good people. We are sponges. You will get that energy from them. You don't want that. Don't be around somebody that keeps complaining about stuff, that keeps focusing on the bad stuff. You are trying to get out of your own darkness. Get away from those people. Surround yourself around good people. You will get that energy back. You don't want bad energy around you. So if you're in a healing process, be aware of who's around you. The last one, guys, number 8. Okay, this is the last one, and that one is like, do things you love. You do not, like, when you're sad, you just want to freaking stay home, be depressed, and lay in bed and just cry all day and be like, I don't feel like going outside. And I feel you. I be feeling like that. And I say, if you do that, have one day where you let your feelings out. But after that, next day, okay, today's the day I pick myself up and I'm going to do what I got to do. If I get sad, it's okay. Let it happen. Or I'm a pep talk myself, but I am not staying in there. People just want to keep going to sleep. Keep just like sitting in. No, you got to, it's going to be hard. You're not going to want to move. You're going to be like, I don't feel like it. Push yourself. It will help you. It will help the healing process much more and go faster than instead of just sitting there and be like, no, I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna like yeah. If you honestly don't feel like it, then don't. But if it's just because you're like, oh, I'm sad, I shouldn't go, like, you'll know when. Just push yourself, guys. Like, push yourself to go out there, find a hobby, do things that you love, keep yourself busy with like good people, good vibes, stuff like that. If you're just always sitting in the quiet, always just focusing more on the darkness, it's not gonna help. Once you talk to yourself about it and, like, you know, did what you had to do with the conversation with yourself or somebody, got the advice, or maybe you don't have it yet, maybe you're gonna learn it after, go on and do stuff that you love. That will help you a lot. Do not mope and sit around. That will not help you at all. It will make it longer. We don't want it longer, okay? We want to get the light right away and the, you know, the knowledge. Darkness brings so much knowledge. It really does. You learn a lot. Like, you become a different person after that darkness. A stronger person. So yeah, that was my last tip. Okay, guys. Well, this is the end of my video. I'm so happy to make this. Don't you see I'm more loosey-goosey. I'm more like, woo. Before I was like, it was my first video, so I was nervous. But as you can see, I'm feeling more like myself. At least I feel good. I hope you can see that. So thank you for watching my video. Oh my gosh. Thank you. If you liked it, share it if you know anybody that needs this, or just share it because you want to be nice and share it for mama. Like, share, and subscribe if you like it. Hit the bell notification. I sound like a YouTuber. Hit the bell notification so you can get a little notification on your phone or on your computer when my new video comes out, so you can be on top of this. Woo! So yes, guys, I will have a new video come out probably in a few days after this, or I'm still figuring out like the consistency, how many times a week, but I want to be consistent. So yeah, you'll see what my next new video will be about. It will be a surprise, but this was my little darkness series. I'll probably talk more about it in the future with more things that I've learned. But I hope this has helped. I hope these tips help you. Let me know if you know you guys do it, and comment and let me know. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and blessings. Bye.